All right. Thank you. So, first I want to thank, of course, my mother, my belated mother. She recently passed. But for her endless, undying support, constantly driving me and my brothers to the skate park, Upland Pipeline, and the endless stream of trips to the hospital, of course, 40 minutes away hospital. I love my mother's. And I'm also thankful for Madison Avenue, the street that my father moved to when I was, our house we moved to the top of Madison when I was 5 years old. And this was a long, steep street, and that's where I learned to skateboard. Of course, halfway up at first. And I'm thankful for my brother Nick, who was a Madison Maverick. Back in the 70s, they would bomb Madison and have their drive behind each other in their vans, their old 70s vans, and watch the speedometer to see how fast you're going. And Nick went 50 miles an hour down it, and that was a legend of my life, of my childhood. And sorry, I don't mean to shout, I don't mean to get emotional. I have a little list here. And I'm very thankful for the Upland Pipeline and Stan and Jean. My mother driving us out there, me and my brothers every Saturday, as I already probably said, dropping us off at 10 a.m., picking us up at 10 p.m., and learning to skate at Upland Pipeline, learning the basics, learning in the original combi. And I also want to thank Ed and Red. Ed is Eric Dressen, Red is Red Dog. Eric Dressen got me on Dogtown when we skated the pipeline together. And I want to also thank Skate Dr. Rob, who ran the skate shop at the pipeline when I dislocated my shoulder in the combi when I was 14. And him and Stan got the stretcher out and got me in the back of his truck, drove me to the hospital. And I want to thank Ricky Barnes.
Yeah, Ricky.
My first flow, my first sponsor, he would bring me Bob the Nike models. And I think Madrid wheels too. And I want to thank my doctors, like Dr. DeLibrio, who saved my broken shoulder, took the plates out of my compound fracture in my arm. Multiple trips were to him, and he was such an excellent doctor. And I also want to thank San Jose Medical Center and the staff there. The compound fracture, and the vest ride, the gang I was on with Grosso, Todd Prince, Gary Sunbury, sorry. And in the Kennedy warehouse, I compound fractured my arm, my bone popped out. And as we were driving to the hospital, that's the legend is, I demanded they don't let them cut the vest off me because we all had our vests on. In the hospital, they often cut your vest off. Anyway, and I want to thank Denmark and for when I was stuck with a broken leg in Denmark. Sorry for all this. I'm gonna go faster. And the hospital staff at the SUS, the South Hospital in Aalborg, Knut Christensen, the surgeon, Soren Colt, the surgeon, and Suzanne Yolk, the nurse. They were so good to me for so many months. I was stuck there in Denmark for 14 months trying to heal my leg. And I want to thank Steve Douglas for organizing a fundraiser so I could move out of the homeless shelter when I was stuck there. And to finalize my thanks, I'll skip some, is I want to thank Giovanna, gorgeous Giovanna, for the endless love and support. All the trips to the skate parks, she would actually film, and also when I had seizures, she found me in my room unconscious after 2 days going missing, banging my head on the ground, having seizures. She saved my life, got me to the hospital. And that's it. Well, you know what? I think I will go ahead and read this rhyme that I picked up off the ground out there. As I stand up here this evening, celebrating my love for our rolling art, My heart certainly rejoices, but then soon remorses the day that skateboarding and I will part. My skateboarding will have no ending, cries out my heart. In its refusal to surrender, it continues to spout, I'll love you, skateboarding, I'll love you, until all of the concrete on the planet has turned to dust. I'll love you, skateboarding, I'll love you, until all of the steel pipe coping is disintegrated with eons of rust. The years shall chicane like a snake run, turning side to side rather than rushing ahead to be done. Our time together, skateboarding is still in its infancy, for the love for you that I hold is above all of the ages and the most eternal of all the world. But then the clock atop the tower, old Ben, begins to whir and chime. Oh, let not time deceive you. You cannot conquer time. In the 2x4s under the transitions of the vert ramp, where justice naked is, time watches from the shadows and slams you despite your bliss. In self-doubt and in hesitation, vaguely life leaks away, and time will have his fancy tomorrow or today. Onto many a masonite vert ramp drifts the appalling snow. Time cracks the smooth riding surface that once so nicely flowed. The pools get filled with water, the bowls get filled with sand. Oh, dive into a pool and feel the transitions with your hand. My old knee pads mold in the basement, my back moans and groans in the bed, and the crack in the pool block opens a lane to the land of the dead, where the backstabbers reel in the banknotes, the two-faced are glorified by photogs, the sponsors determine who's to be exalted, and only the regular skaters celebrate the underdogs. It's getting late in the evening. Yes, my competitive skateboarding might be gone. Old Big Ben has ceased his chiming, but my love for skateboarding runs on. And the final line, yes, even if it's time for me to breathe a new breath, skateboarding will be with me always, like my own flesh until death. Thank you.